everybody, CW here. I'd like to do a video this morning on this tool right here. But let's do a little housekeeping first, because this is a mess. Let me get this cleaned up and come back with a nice clean slate, and we can talk about it. Okay, there we go. Much better. Okay, here's the tool I want to talk about. And it's a RCBS, I call it a TM chamfer carbide. Model number 90384. Now, I'm not selling these. I'm just kind of reviewing it, I guess. And let's go into some backstory. And I should have brought the tool out here, but I'll just show you with the L.E. Wilson. This is something that we're all familiar with. Let me pull another one out here. And what these are chamfering tools, deburring tools, whatever you want to call them. We've got one here that does inside and outside at the same time. It's adjustable. You set it for the case mouth. You turn this cutter in and out, and you just give it a turn, and it takes the burr off, inside and outside. Here's a Lee tool. This actually works really good. It's just small, but it's simple. It's basically offset, so it creates an edge. When they cut a slit in it, it creates a corner. And you can do the inside of your case mouth, and you can do the outside of your case mouth. And it actually works really good. This one here is the spaceship. About every company makes it. This is the L.E. Wilson, the original one. I believe it's the original one. It's what I'm going to call the original one. And they work really good. They are, this one's been dropped and broke the tip off. They're pretty hard. And it's been said that if you run these backwards, I don't have a case here handy. If you run these backwards, yes I do. Right here. Like most people will just go like this. That dulls them up, apparently. I never really gave it much thought. I mean, it's steel on brass. I just really didn't give it much thought, but it's been said that you've got to use it this way for it to do the job you want. And you can hear there's a little tick. And my problem, there it is right there. My problem with these is, these are pretty good, but I don't want to use this. I want to use my motorized tool. And they've got cutters that look just like this, stands right up, threads right in, just like this. This is a VLD. It's exactly the same job, but it's got a long taper to it. See? So it cuts a much deeper angle, so it doesn't cut as much material off. It just cuts the burr. So this one here, doing the inside, works really good. Outside, I never was happy with. If you anneal your cases and they're soft, if you apply any kind of pressure, which you don't need to, but if you do, sometimes it's difficult. And it'll mangle your case mouth because they're really soft from being annealed. And if you don't push, sometimes it'll leave a burr that you want to get off. So I wanted to find a better product, something that would not do that, but not require me to push. And I'm hoping that I found it here. This tool has 3 carbide cutters in it. It's kind of expensive. It was like 50 bucks. So it is cost prohibitive. But I figured for the aggravation, let's try it, because it might be worthwhile. So here it is. But some of my immediate complaints for the price, it's not even round. It's not going to hurt anything. But come on, fellas. I mean, it's supposed to be a precision tool. This one spins perfect. You know, spins perfect, spins perfect. Even that spins perfect. This is a Lee. It's imperfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It's good enough for what it's here for. So let's sacrifice this case. This is just a 3006. I got lots of them. So let's put some trims on here so we create a burr. And I can do it the right way. I have the proper tools. Let's put it in the new. Did I get the wrong size? That should be the right size. Oh, it's not. It's a 45 Colt. I thought I had a 45 ACP in there. All right, let me get the right side of our die rack. Our shell plate holder. Put the proper size in there. That's such a nice tool. All right. So this is the wrong. This is a 308 or 708 stem. So we're, like I said, we're sacrificing this case. I'm just trimming it down in order to get a burr on there. All right. I'll do a little bit more. I want a bigger burr. All right, so we got a pretty good burr. Zoom in here and I'll show you. We got a pretty good burr on there. Inside and outside. So let's turn the tool on. And let's just touch it. See how it's spinning around? Because it's out around, it's hard to run it straight. So just a second on there. Let's touch the inside again because we hardly did touch that. Let's zoom in again. Right off the bat, that grabbing I don't like, and it's because it's not running true. So I'm going to see if I can make that run true. There is some screws on the side for the carbide bits, so let's see what I can do with that. But it did take it right off. So let me put another burr on it, and then we'll go back and do it with the L.E. Wilson, and then we'll do it with the Lee. All right, turn that off. So we got another burr on there. Let's do it with the L.E. Wilson tool. We know this works. It's a standby. It's been great for forever. Does a really, really good job. And there you go. That's a better job than what the automated tool did. But I don't want to do it in my hands. As we get older, we get arthritis, our hands get cramped up. But that's a much better job. One more time. Put a burr on here. I'm just looking at this. That center pin is spinning dead straight. So it's the housing that's crooked. So let's hope we can adjust that. Now let's do it with the Lee tool. There we go. That Lee actually took quite a bit of material off. I didn't need to do it as much as I did, because it's just a burr. It's not cutter blades or anything. But as you can see, both of those did a cleaner job. That's perfectly smooth. And this did. But let's see if we can get that straightened out. So let me work on that a little bit and see what I can find out. All right, it looks like it's just this cheap plastic cover that's making it seem crooked, because it spins perfect. It spins perfect. So it's just that. So let's try another case. Let's see what we get here. It still grabs when it first starts. If it was smooth, I don't think it would grab. But then again, if it was smooth, I wouldn't need to use the tool. A little bit of a burr on there. If that had a center that was closer to the diameter, it wouldn't be as bad. It jumps around until you get it in there, and then it's okay. Of course, these are not sized cases, so the necks are not perfectly round. But, you know, it's the same cases that I'm using for the L.E. Wilson and the Lee, and they don't seem to mind that the case is imperfect. So there we go. I mean, I love these things, but I don't know. I don't think I'm really satisfied for $50 for what it's going to do for me. But there it is. I bought it. I own it. So I'll use it. The the RCBS Carbide outside deburring tool. Hope it wasn't too much of a boring video. Just testing things here and see what I like. I really, really like this. This is awesome. This, maybe I'll get used to it. God bless everybody. CW out.